We're going to play some more with appositives today. Remember we said that an appositive phrase is an interrupting definition. So let's start with this one. Let's do what we already know. We know everything of level 1, some of level 2, well, most of level 2, and then level 3 is kind of what we're working on because an appositive is a phrase, and that is where phrases go, is on level 3. Okay, just in case you were wondering. All right. My is a possessive pronoun. Friend is a noun. Max is also a noun. Is a linking verb. A is an article adjective. Player is a noun. Bassoon is modifying player, so therefore bassoon is an adjective. Stellar is also modifying player, so stellar is also an adjective. Okay? All right, go find your predicate. Is linking verb predicate. Who or what is? Friend. Friend is what? Friend is a player. Well, remember, if you have a linking verb, it has to be a predicate nominative or a predicate adjective. It cannot be... Okay, so remember, if you've got an action verb, you can have a direct object, but if you have a linking verb, it's a predicate nominative or a predicate adjective if you have an end of it. Okay, so let's keep going. So you might be wondering, well, what is Max doing here? Actually, Max is kind of defining friend, isn't it? Which friend? My friend Max. But the problem is, this is only an appositive. It's not an appositive phrase. So we don't have to identify it because we only identify the phrases. I put this here just for your note, and that's all it really is kind of a note. You don't really have to put anything there because we only put phrases in this third line. Okay. For those of you that already know this, you have a subject and a predicate, which means you have one independent clause, and this whole sentence would be a simple declarative. Okay, we'll get to that, so don't stress. All right, let's look at this. The is an article adjective. Milky Way, I underline it because they go together, and it's a noun. Our is a possessive pronoun. Galaxy is a noun. Is a linking verb. One is an indefinite pronoun. Of is a preposition. And many is also an indefinite pronoun. And you'll notice that I always do my prepositional phrases. I put a parenthesis around it, go all the way to the third level, and that's because the third level has phrases, and we have a prepositional phrase. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and finish out my prepositional phrases. I like to get rid of them so that I know what's left in my sentence, and this will make sense. So on level 2, you get rid of everything in the prepositional phrase except for the last word, which has to be a noun or a pronoun, and that becomes your object of the preposition. Okay? And we can identify what type of prepositional phrase it is, usually figuring out what it's modifying. And this one is one, which one? The one of many, so that's an adjective because it's modifying a noun or a pronoun. Okay, so go find your predicate. Is your linking verb predicate. So is, who or what is? The Milky Way. Milky Way is your subject. Milky Way is, one is a predicate nominative. That makes sense? Okay, so I'm changing colors here just so you can see what's going on. So we have this our galaxy that's just kind of sitting there out on its own, but if you look at it, it's set off by commas, and that is a really cool cue that in the English language we can set things apart with commas and kind of say, hey, this is a road signal. Look, this stands all by itself because it's an interrupting definition. It's defining the Milky Way. So this is kind of cool. For level 2, you don't have to do anything for level 2. So if you want to cross it off, you can. But for level 3, we're going to say this our galaxy is an appositive phrase. And the reason it's an appositive is because it's not, the reason it's an appositive phrase is because the galaxy and its modifiers, our. So it's a whole phrase, a positive phrase. Where Max was just the appositive itself, the definition, it wasn't really in a positive phrase. And remember, level 3, we do the whole phrase. Okay? So we have one subject predicate set, which gives us an independent clause, and this sentence is also a simple declarative. All right? One more for today. All right. Cosmology is a noun. These an article adjective. Study is a noun. Of the universe is a prepositional phrase. Of is a prep. The is an article adjective. Universe is a noun. I get rid of my prepositional phrases as much as I can right off the bat. So of the goes away. Universe becomes my object of the preposition for level 2. And identify of the universe as a prepositional phrase because it's on level 3, which are phrases. And it's which study, so it's modifying study. What can identify a noun as an adjective? All right. So let's keep going. So I get to pretend that this section right here is gone. Okay? Because it's all gone. All right. O's is an action verb. A is an article adjective. Great is an adjective modifying debt, which is a noun. And then we have another prepositional phrase here. To is a prep. Hubble is a noun. Hubble is also the object of the preposition. And we are going to call this one an adjective prepositional phrase because it's like which debt, and that's a noun, so it has to be an adjective prepositional phrase. All right, let's go find our predicate. So find your verb. Owes is your action verb predicate. Okay, ask yourself, who or what owes? Cosmology. Cosmology owes what? It owes a debt. Now this is an action verb, so it can't be a predicate nominative because those are determined by linking. An action verb, the object then would be a direct object. So the cosmology owes debt. All right, but look at what we're left with right here. The study of the universe. So let's look for some clues. We have clues right here. What do we have? Parentheses. Those parentheses are kind of a clue. They're a road signal, like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. Okay, the study of the universe is an interrupting definition, and it's telling us what cosmology is. So in essence, we can kind of get rid of everything on level 2, except for that. And then we can call this whole phrase all the way to the end of the preposition. The study of the universe, that whole thing is an interrupting definition or an appositive phrase. So what we have left is cosmology owes a great debt, which is one subject predicate, makes it an independent clause, and a simple declarative.